Okay, today we're going to do a little breakdown on the Borka custom stitch. Just going to do a little instructions on how to do a quick cleaning, quick takedown. It's a very simple construction. I've noticed that the higher the quality of the blade, the easier it is to break down, the easier it is to put back together, and it always comes back together true. So that's the beauty of these really nice customs. But let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need is a T20 Torx for the main pivot and T8 for the body screws. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to remove the pivot here. Now this is a free spinning pivot, so there's not one side that is captured. So you might need to get a second one of these things to hold the other side. I know they call it finger spindles or whatever, but these are great. Buddy of mine 3D prints these. If you're interested, hit me up and I can give you his info. These are fairly thick screws. You gotta love that about these customs. And there I could feel the blade unhinged itself already, and this will come off. And this is one solid piece of titanium, no type of internal milling or lightening. It's a solid thick piece of steel. So it does have this, goes on the inside here. It does come with some nice bearings. Set these off to the side. Set the blade here. Get the other pivot out. And we'll leave all this intact here. So as you can see here, the lock bar access, there is no lock bar insert. It's all one solid piece of titanium, and there is an LBS here, so lock bar stabilizer. But you can see here that it just straight up rides on the blade. It is carbonized titanium, so it is hardened titanium. That's the reason it doesn't use the lock bar insert like you see on most production knives. But that's that. As you can see here, the knife comes apart very easily. Not a lot of parts to worry about, and again, it's extremely simple to put back together again. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it a quick wipe down. I mean, my blade's pretty clean as it is because it spends most of its time in the safe. But you know what? Let me take the clip off. So I can just clean it all at once here. As you can notice, Borka doesn't use straight black DLC. It's like a dark coffee color or like a dark chocolate type DLC. It's interesting, different. All right, you can see here, fully broken down. Can take this part off here to the side, and there it is. Simple yet elegant, and I like to keep it real simple. I got some nice high viscosity oil that I like to use, so just gonna dab a little bit here on the Q-tip. You don't need a lot. That's the thing. Don't overdo it. You don't need a lot. Okay. So I'm simply going to oil the tracks where the bearings ride. I'm going to oil lightly on the inside. Small dab on the racetrack. And then the same thing over here. Small bit of oil. Any excess oil you see, try to wipe that off. Yeah, you don't need a lot of oil, to be honest with you. It's just very light coating. All right, so there we got oil and everything. So now we're gonna reverse the process. We're gonna put the pivot in. Make sure the pivot has some oil on it. We're gonna drop some bearings in. And we're gonna drop the blade. Then another set of bearings. And then we're gonna set the top on. And you can see it already like clicks together so quickly. That's a sign of a well-made blade. Okay, so now we got that. Let's set the pivot on there. Then the body screws. Hold on. Gloves. Don't tighten it all the way down. Keep it semi-loose because we still need to make sure the blade is centered and well tensioned, and then we fully tightened out the body screws afterwards. So just set them in there, but not tightened up, just kind of like, and then we're gonna test to see right off the back, it's already centered. But let's check. Yeah, it's really tight, but I feel like we can maybe loosen it up a tad. Just back it out just a bit. Perfect. That's perfect for me. And another little wipe down before I put the clip on there. And now that I know that it's centered, now that I know that it's in there, I'm gonna give the body screws just a slight torque. Make sure they're nice and set. I do the same thing for the clip. And there you have it. Nice, simple, easy, and gorgeous blades. Thanks guys for watching.